Hello and welcome to Something for Every Nerd. Today we have something different for you. If you can't see the table right away, you will in a second, but we are doing a Disney Infinity video. I've wanted to do a Disney Infinity video for a very long time, but I haven't figured out exactly how or what to do. Just a lot of factors prevented me from doing it until just recently now, but I figure I might as well do it now before it becomes completely obsolete. So what do we have here? Here we have majority of the Disney 3.0 characters. And sometimes when people do Disney Infinity videos, they do like a review of the physical figure before throwing it into the game. But let's be honest, there's like 30 or 40 characters here on the table. We don't got that kind of time. So instead, I'm just going to do a quick run through of each of the three major groups, and just kind of do just a brief overview and summary as we go into the next part. So over here on this part of the table, we have the strictly Disney family of characters. These are characters that have either been in live-action Disney movies, or animated Disney movies, or Disney Pixar animated movies. And this goes from anything from last year's big hit Zootopia, all the way back to Walt Disney's last animated feature, the last animated feature that he had himself worked on, Jungle Book. So in no specific order, while kind of working in this order. So we have Dory, Nemo, Disgust, Sadness, Fear, Spot, Judy Hop, Sam Flynn, Mad Hatter, Alice, Time, Cora, Baloo, Anger, Joy, Mulan, and of course Mickey and Minnie Mouse in the center there. Those are the Disney family, and now we're going to move on. Over here in the center of the table, we have the Star Wars family of characters. Now this has the original trilogy, Clone Wars, Force Awakens, and Rebels. So, in no specific order, we have Zeb Orrelios, Sabine Wren, Kanan Jarrus, Ezra Bridger, Kylo Ren, Rey, Finn, Poe Dameron, Darth Maul, Yoda, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Anakin, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett, Chewie, Han, Leia Organa Skywalker Solo. And lastly, over here, we have a very sad, small collection. This is the Marvel group for Disney Infinity 3.0. Disney Infinity had already released a large portion of Marvel figures in the 2.0 pack, or in the 2.0 expansion rather. So they only released like a small handful, really dedicated to bringing the Avengers together, like from the movies, most recently Age of Ultron and Captain America Civil War, just to kind of have all those characters together by the time the big Civil War movie came out. So, we have Venom symbiote Spider-Man suit, or as they're packaging it, the black suit Spider-Man, Ultron, Hulkbuster Iron Man, and Captain America the First Avenger, which was released in time for the Civil War movie, which came with the Marvel Battlegrounds pack, which was the big Marvel bringing all the characters together for like a Smash Brothers type deal. Earlier in the video, I said that this was a majority of the figures. Yeah, it's a majority of the figures. I've been piecing them out as best as I could, buying them whenever they were on sale, or finding them in clearance aisles or stuff like that. As I've been trying to get to the point, this is just a majority of the figures. I recently acquired all of them. Tangent. After discussing with the Something for Every Nerd people, we kind of figured that unboxing videos really aren't our style. We can't really decide, what kind of things we want to unbox. We just haven't found the right product or the right time or the right format in which to do an unboxing video. But I kind of figured like one random unboxing video wouldn't necessarily hurt us. So, I have this package that came in the mail today. I went online to GameStop, and they had a small sale on Disney Infinity figures for like $4 a piece. These are the last 5 figures that I need to complete the 3.0 collection. Why do I need to complete the 3.0 collection? I'm getting to that. Some of you might already know if you already know about Disney Infinity or followed some of the news, or I'm not sure if I'm going to title the video The Big Secret at the end, but there's a reason I need all the Disney Infinity 3.0 figures. So, keeping in the tradition of unboxing videos, here's an obnoxiously large knife with which to open the box with. now that I've got most of the fumbling aside, we can go ahead and start looking at the final figures that I needed. So we have Vision, Olaf, who came separated in the mail, Nick Wilde, Black Panther, and I'll show you these a little bit better in a second, a packing slip, and Ant-Man. Gotta get rid of the box. So, since Olaf's already open, we'll go ahead and start with him. And I'm not gonna do all of these, I'm gonna open the rest of these off camera later and throw them into the game in a second. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys how the Disney Infinity figures actually work. Basically, it's an RFID chip that's programmed into the bottom of the disc here. And these, I believe, are vinyl made or 3D printed vinyl. I really like the Disney Infinity characters because they're very detailed and they have a very certain artistic style about them that just is different than like pop vinyls. But I just kind of like these guys a little bit better. Like, I was collecting these not just for the purpose of the game or the ultimate unlock, which I'm getting to in a second, I promise. I was collecting these because they're fun little, just kind of like mini statuettes that you can just have, you know, leave on your desk, you know, take them to work or, you know, whatever. You can just have these all over the place. And also in the box, they give you a little Disney Infinity figure card that has a code on the back, which I'm blocking out because I want the code. But basically what these would do is they would redeem online, and you would be able to play Disney Infinity on your PC as well. You could download it either directly from Disney, or you could get it on Steam for free, and then just link your accounts and you'd be able to access all your figures. So just kind of like to show off the characters, to give them all their due, just sort of quickly. We got our Nick Wilde here. Olaf, I've already showed you. We've got Vision, Ant-Man, and possibly the true star of Captain America Civil War, Black Panther. Okay, we're here to talk about Disney Infinity and what that means to have Star Wars and Disney and Marvel and Kingdom Hearts. Wait a minute, did you just say Kingdom Hearts? Why, yes I did, me. Let me explain. So when I say Kingdom Hearts, I do mean Kingdom Hearts. Possibly one of the greatest games of my time. My favorite game for sure. As you know, I've got a Kingdom Hearts series going on, you know, on this channel. If you're interested in it and you haven't seen it already, click right here, and you'll be taken to a link for the Kingdom Hearts playlist. But don't go there just yet. But they made something called the Ultimate Unlock for Disney Infinity 3.0, where if you collected all of these characters, except for Alice, Hatter, Time, Nemo, Dory, you would be given something so special, because you took the time and the money, especially the money, to go out and buy all of these figures for the collection. So they decided to reward you with something that possibly no one else would get unless they purchased all of the figures. So I've been dragging this on for a while now, and you're probably getting very annoyed, and you have every right to be, but I'm just very excited because I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time since I first found out about this news. But basically to unlock the ultimate unlock of Disney Infinity 3.0.
Take this, and give you
a Keyblade. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate unlock for Disney Infinity 3.0 is a Keyblade. Not this Keyblade. I made this Keyblade. You can get your own. This is my baby. Anyway, so the ultimate unlock for Disney Infinity 3.0 is a Keyblade. Now, I'm not certain if it's the Kingdom Key or if it's the Kingdom Key D, which Mickey has. I would believe it's the Kingdom Key D, which Mickey has, because at D23, I want to say last year, they released to the people that attended the Disney Interactive panel a power disc that gave you a costume change for Mickey that changed his costume into King Mickey's from Kingdom Hearts 2. So I would imagine if it's related to that it would be the Kingdom Key D, but I can't say for certain. So right now, I'm just gonna kind of clean up all this mess, and I will join you in game in just a second.
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to the game portion of this Disney Infinity video. Sorry if there was a big bang just there, I had to readjust my mic. Okay, so we're in the game right now, and currently I'm playing as Spider-Man, the black suit Spider-Man, just kind of going around the Disney Infinity world. Now, the Halloween Town area right here is a good place to get just a couple of levels on these characters. I'm not going to level them up completely. We just need to get them in the game, and the game registers them, so I'm going to head back more towards castle, just to be safe. Oh, we're just in time for the parade. So anyways, but without further ado, because I've been delaying this for a while now, and I want to try to get this all into one video, and the live portion is roughly 20 minutes-ish? I don't know, I've yet to actually get in there and cut everything. So without further ado, let's take Spider-Man off the portal, and let's just get Olaf going on here. He likes warm hugs. Where is anyone? Okay, there's a guy. Okay, so Olaf has a ranged attack. Most of these guys will have a ranged attack of some kind. Whether that's just like a... Wow.
Just leave it to me.
I think he just like sneezed and Olaf died. But yeah, most of these guys will have a ranged attack that you can either attack from, far, or their ranged attack will be in order to close the distance. And you want to watch out for that giant red swirling vortex over there, because that kills you. It hunts you down and it kills you. That has like been the most terrifying part of this game, and I'm actually going to equip Olaf with the lightsaber just to help get things done. Yeah, see, he's coming, or that red vortex thing. It was part of the Toy Box Takeover expansion thing. Yeah, and if that thing touches you, you die. But if it does kill you, it goes away and it takes a while to respawn. But there's really no way to defeat it or outrun it, really, unless you have, like, a mount or some ability like Spider-Man to web swing away from it.
Hands down.
It'll still try to chase you, but if you just outrun it with any of those characters, wow. This is why I hate leveling up characters this way, because I just get my shit pushed in. Because I have a Toy Box save in which I made an XP farm, which I might show in a different video, because like I said, I kind of want to do a couple of Disney Infinity videos, but it's just so hard now that Disney Infinity is pretty much dead. Okay, so let's pause. I'm going to switch Olaf out. Actually, no, leave Olaf in for a second. Where's the gate? Where's the gate? Let's just throw couple skills on there and then we can take them off. Alright, let's get health. Jump. High jump. Attack. Okay, now we can take Olaf off. Olaf off. Let's just finish this one off, because he's terrorizing the other citizens. I can't stand it when they actually get out into the world and start terrorizing the other toys, because they make just the worst noises. Okay, so we'll take Olaf off. Let's put Nick on. Oh yeah, and this little thing that's following me around is actually Baymax. He's got like a little Roman Centurion hat on, and then we just went invisible so you can't really see, and he's got a little laser gun. Because there's a thing in the game where you have sidekicks that can give you different powers and abilities if you equip them with different things, like this Roman helmet or the laser gun. And I'm gonna still try to okay, that's I'm sorry, my train of thought was derailed because Nick's ranged attack is just lobbing popsicles that... Or sorry, not popsicles, jumbo pops. A jumbo pop. And his melee is using a giant popsicle, and I got killed by the vortex.
What? That was clearly rigged.
I'm actually gonna show you my XP farm, because that'll be faster. And then I'll just throw a couple levels on Nick, and then go through the rest. I'm going to save Black Panther for last because I'm very excited to try to use his character, because I think he's going to have like some sort of wall climbing ability with his claws, and I just think that this character is going to have like a great speed attack type deal, and I love characters like that in this game. Like, trying to think of other ones that like are fast. Like Spider-Man's pretty fast for his attacks. I think a couple of the other superheroes, Captain America.
Nick Wilde here. Who's ready to have some fun?
What did it say? I don't know. But let me just make sure that we're good. We're still recording over there. Sorry, I'm just gonna kind of like keep checking the recording every now and then because I'm paranoid, because I've never used Elgato on my PlayStation 4 before.
Not bad at all.
I've just used it on the PlayStation 3 for capturing parts in other games. So yeah, it's kinda new territory here. You're doing PlayStation 4's
more like it.
Settings and things. Yeah, so and just kind of like generally, this is my XP farm. There's something in this game that allows you to create and build different logic-based things. They're called the logic toys. And basically what this disc is that spawns an enemy pending some sort of an input. So I have 4 of these things in one inside of one trigger area, which is this big yellow thing. And then the trigger area is both connected to this button and connected to a logic unit that says whenever a player enters this area, it spawns and automatically kills an enemy. And then it will repeat that process every time I enter that area. And that is what automatically kills them, and that will automatically kill everything. Like, I don't want to do this, but because it's kind of gruesome, but you can just, like, between throwing your sidekicks into it or just simply walking into it, it kills you. Because this is what's known as a kill switch. This is triggered, like I said, 2 ways: by me actually entering the area, but also by these buttons. So I could just automatically step on this button, let them be killed and respawned continuously, collect the sparks, and then use this one to turn it off, or without having to do that, I can just trip it myself by walking into the area. I have another one which is slightly bigger, but that doesn't seem to yield as many sparks as this one does in one sitting. But for now, let's just throw some levels onto Nick, and then time-lapse until I get to Black Panther, and then the ultimate unlock, which is ultimately why we're here.
2 hours later.
Because this is it, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I put Black Panther on the portal, we will have the Keyblade ultimate unlock. At least I hope. Because I'm not actually sure how it works, because I redeemed the cards online, and yeah, I redeemed the cards online, and it didn't say anything on there. So here we go, putting Black Panther on the portal.
I look forward to experiencing this strange
Black
new
Panther
land.
interior poster. Wait, what? If you'll excuse me for one moment.
A few moments later.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I figured out what I gotta do. Yeah, I was misled, thinking all I needed to do was put these on the base, and that was it. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, it looks like Ant-Man and Black Panther have like ranged attacks that close the distance between them and the enemy. And you can just... He just looks so fat. Okay. Now, does he actually have the wall crawling ability? No, he just has super... Oh, he does! Wall crawler. So what was that under? Okay, claw climb. Allows Black Panther to wall crawl. Okay. So a few more levels and I'll be able to have wall crawling ability, because... Yeah. I would say with claws like that on a character that they should be able to wall climb. Like Stitch can climb, Spider-Man can obviously climb, and these pipes aren't part of the wall crawling. Okay. So, what we have to do is what we have to do is go in here to each of the Hall of Heroes and make sure that their pedestals are activated. They're already activated in the Star Wars Galactic Hall of Heroes, but I'm just going to show you guys anyways. And as much as I love Black Panther, I think I'm switching over to Mickey Mouse, so that when we get the Keyblade, things will be... The Keyblade will be in familiar hands. Not that I don't think Black Panther wouldn't be worthy of the Keyblade, but... Okay, so, this is the Galactic Hall of Heroes. I've still yet to unlock some things in here, but all the characters are available. From what I understand, the way that they work is they'll have a certain color holographic still image if they're under like 10 levels. After 10 they'll get a different color still image. Actually I think it's after 15 they get gold, and then after you level them up to level 20 they have their full color with a little bit of a gold tinge to it, and they will move around just a little bit. And for the Star Wars ones, they have these little nooks in their pedestal for certain characters. That is to denote if you got the light FX characters or not. Yoda's the only one I got, because Target... Basically what they did with the light FX characters is they... Let me just equip something fun here just for quick transportation. What was I saying? Oh yeah. They basically divided between most of the major retailers the different light FX characters. It was Luke Skywalker at... I don't remember where sold Luke Skywalker. Yoda was at Target. Best Buy had Anakin. GameStop had Obi-Wan. I forget the rest. I think maybe Toys R Us and some other store had one. But yeah, I just kind of forget who had what. But then Kylo Ren came out later. Kylo Ren was not part of the initial set of characters because they held off on that until after Force Awakens came out, in which they made a light FX character of him, but they gave it to all retailers. So what these little glowing things on the wall do is they're the different power discs that I've unlocked in the game. As you can see, there's a lot, but there was only one power disc pack that was released for 3.0. And this one has to be the coolest one so far, Ghost Rider's motorcycle. I'm so excited to see Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Finally excited to see him get a better deal than just, Nicolas Cage. Okay, so we got Thor here. Okay, that'll be Hulk when I get him, if I get him. I don't know if I'm going to go back and get all the 2.0 characters just because money, and those haven't really been on sale anywhere. They were starting to do, like, all the 1.0 and 2.0 as clearance in like a lot of retail stores. But then the Marvel pack came out, in which case they were like, hey, wait a minute, we can still make money on some of these Marvel figures. So they kept most of the Marvel ones anyway at normal price, and a few of the other ones at a slightly lower price, which was a little bit annoying. So I don't know if I'll get the other ones, but if my hunch is right and they're starting to discontinue the figures, then I'll go ahead and get then I'll go ahead and get the 1.0 and 2.0 characters, because I'd like to have them all for the purposes of like collection, but only if I can get them cheaply, because I don't want to spend that much money on a whole bunch of... There's like 50 some other characters that I still have yet to get between 1.0 and 2.0 combined, and most of them are these Marvel characters, as you see, which were, like I said in the first part of the video, were released for 2.0. Yeah, for a lot of these, I don't understand what they were doing. They just look too cartoony and too comic-ish. Well, not cartoony and comic-ish. It would be better if they looked more comic book-ish. But they just look kind of like how they do in any of the Disney Channel programs that they've made, which I guess is kind of what they wanted to do, maybe? But, I don't know. Like, everyone else looks good except for Thor and Captain America. I mean, Hulk is a little too cartoony and green for me, but Captain America just looks awful. That Captain America does. That's why I like the 3.0 Captain America that they made. So yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here. And we'll go to the Disney Hall of Heroes. Get them, and we'll get ourselves a Keyblade. Keyblade! Oh, no. That's so sad. Rest in peace, Leonard Nimoy. Yeah, the new Star Trek movie just came out. No spoilers, but they make a very good, well-made reference to both Leonard Nimoy and Anton Yelchin. It was very sad, emotional. I nearly cried, but I didn't. But yeah, it was very, very touching, very, very, very touching. Okay, so let's pick up these power discs. And as you can see, I haven't invested a whole lot of levels into the or maybe I did. Just maybe not them. Yeah, I'm not sure how the ranking works in Okay, so I guess it goes bronze, silver, gold. So I put more levels into those guys than I previously thought. Okay. Well, at least we got that going for us. Alright. MCK, no, I don't want to watch the video. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. Stop. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch the stupid little video about Minnie Mouse. Sam Flynn. I'm guessing you're gonna be Cora. Yep. And you're gonna be... Who are you? Nick Wilde. Okay, so we got 2 more pedestals over here. Let me pick up these power discs. Hopefully I won't trigger the characters, because I want to see who or what is in the center here. Okay, I don't know what that is. Maybe that's where we pick up the ultimate unlock, but let's see what's over here, shall we? Let me just get my hoverboard so that we can move just a little bit faster. Yeah, it looks like they made this hall for the extra characters that were made posthumously after they pulled the plug, except for Blue. Blue was kind of out already. Now, it's interesting, because there was a pedestal in here somewhere for Peter Pan, because they were going to make that character. All they had to do was just put it right out on the market. Are you going to turn gold? Okay. Yeah, all they had to do was put it out on the market. But I guess they scrapped it when they decided to kill Disney Infinity. So what does this one do? I don't know. There were no power discs in here, correct? No, good. Yeah, because look at these little empty nooks that could have easily have been like Moana and Maui, Peter Pan. I'm trying to think of the other characters they said they were going to make. There's 3 more slots over here. I don't know what would have gone there. But yeah, they had promotional images for Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man, Peter Pan, who I believe had a pedestal already in the game. And they had production images for the Moana pack. I'm just very sad that they didn't go with that. Didn't decide to keep it going, because Disney Infinity 4.0 would have been awesome. I just know that. Okay. So, we've unlocked all the figures. So where do we pick up... Where is it? Now I'm getting annoyed.
6 hours later.
Okay, we're back. So, from what I understand, it should have just appeared with a little cutscene in the center of the pedestal in the top part, because that's where the 3.0 characters are. But it didn't work.
2,000 years later.
Let's see what happens if I switch characters. And there we go. Oh, I'm sorry that took forever and a decade. That was not supposed to take so long. Okay, so let's throw Mickey on there. And I do intend to buy the D23 Mickey Mouse Kingdom Hearts 2 costume disc eventually. I just haven't found a good enough reason to part with $150 at least. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the Kingdom Hearts heart is on his back. It's got Sora's little crown on the top. And then there's the Keyblade to go with it. And as I understand it, it has 3 different spells I'm guessing it's Viagra, Blizzara, and Pandaga. There was some other ones, like I believe either Ars Arcanum or Xantazuken, or however you pronounce it, was in here as well, but I'm not quite certain how to perform each of those. So, yeah. Alright, so let's just go back to the Toy Box Hub and end there. Oh, and we even get to test it out on a guard. Come here. Oh, I didn't equip it yet. There we go.
To find a point of interest, follow the highlighted path.
And actually, I was proven wrong, because I thought it was going to be the Kingdom Key D, but it is actually just the Kingdom Key, which is very nice. It's the classic, iconic Keyblade. So... I do love that Disney does support Kingdom Hearts, you know, when it wants to. It just took too many years to get to that point before they finally realized, hey, our fans actually like this game. Which, I don't know how they never realized that before now, but, maybe Disney was just waiting to back Kingdom Hearts 3, and they, like most of the Kingdom Hearts community, was getting tired with the constant barrage of side titles that weren't really, from an outside perspective, weren't really furthering the story, but they were. Like, as anyone who's stayed with the fandom for this long knows, is that each of those stories, even though they might not say Kingdom Hearts 3, have all been building up to that, and are just as important as Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, which really only tell a fraction of the story. Okay, and with killing that baddie, let's just hop on over to the castle. And we'll call it there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. As just looking at it from my perspective, it's gonna take a lot to edit this down into a palatable video. I hope I didn't drag this out too long, especially with my fumbling and not figuring out how to actually procure the Keyblade. I thought I'd done enough research previous to it, but we have it now, and it looks gorgeous. So with that, I will see you all next time. Have a great day, everybody.